Imagine this for a moment. You're reading the Bible, and suddenly you come across the word Philistines. A few moments later, you turn on the news and hear the word Palestinians. The names sound so similar, don't they? And to make it even more confusing, they're both tied to the very same strip of land along the Mediterranean coast. So, it's not surprising that many people wonder, are the Philistines of the Bible the same as the Palestinians we hear about today? If you've ever asked that question, or even just felt a little lost in the history, you're definitely not alone. But here's the good news. By the end of this story, you'll be able to clearly tell the difference. We'll journey back thousands of years into the world of the Philistines, who they were, where they came from, and why they show up again and again in the Bible. Then, we'll move forward into the present day, exploring who the Palestinians are, how their identity formed, and why their name is connected, though not directly, to that ancient people group. And along the way, we'll also pause to see what the Bible itself has to say, not only about the Philistines of old, but also about God's bigger plan for nations around Israel. So, grab your seat, because this is going to be both a history lesson and a story that still echoes into our world today. Let's start right at the beginning, deep in the Old Testament, where the Philistines first step onto the stage of history. So, let's step back in time, thousands of years before our modern maps and headlines, to the days when the Philistines first appear on the stage of history. The arrival of the Philistines. The Philistines were not native to the land of Canaan. Many historians believe they were part of a mysterious group known as the Sea Peoples, raiders and migrants who swept across the eastern Mediterranean at the end of the Bronze Age, around the 12th century BC. Some suggest they may have come from Crete or nearby islands, bringing with them unique customs, skills, and technology. Where did they settle? Along the coastal plains of southern Canaan. Areas that today would include Gaza, Ashkelon, Ashdod, Ekron, and Gath. Together, these 5 cities formed a powerful alliance, often called a Philistine pentapolis. This confederation made them a force to be reckoned with in the region. And what set them apart? They were technologically advanced, especially when it came to working with iron. While many of their neighbors still relied on bronze, the Philistines wielded iron swords, spears, and tools. This gave them a massive advantage in battle, and it's one reason why the Israelites often struggled against them, a clash of faiths and cultures. But the Philistines weren't just enemies because of military power. At the heart of their conflict with Israel was something deeper, a clash of beliefs. The Israelites worshipped Yahweh, the one true God, while Philistines